Hello, my name is Patrice Mosier, and I'm here to support CASTLE. CASTLE is the Center for the Acquisition of Spoken Language through Listening Every Day, listening enrichment. The reason why I'm here is because I have a son, and his name is Jonathan, and he's 7. When Jonathan was born, we found out that he was deaf. He was identified with a newborn hearing screen. He received his first hearing aids at 9 weeks old. He received his first cochlear implant at 12 months old, and his second cochlear implant at 5. Jonathan just finished kindergarten. He is mainstreamed in his neighborhood school, and he plays soccer, he plays baseball, he plays t-ball, he swims, he sings at church, and he sings in the choir. And the reason he's able to do all of those things is because of early intervention and because of facilities like CASTLE. What CASTLE does, CASTLE is an agency in Durham, and what they're trying to do is trying to be a model agency for the rest of the state. They are supported through private funding for the past 7 years and legislative non-recurring funds for the past 4 years. With today's hearing technology, nearly all deaf children can learn to listen and to talk, and they can also be mainstreamed in their neighborhood schools. This not only opens opportunities for these children, but can also mean a significant reduction in educational and long-term costs to the state. In addition to being a mother of a deaf child, I'm also a speech-language pathologist. And by doing so, I also support any type of communication method that a parent chooses. That's very important for that family. But also by the choice that I have made, I understand that a deaf child can function in society, in a hearing society, and be less of an expense to the state and be a tax-paying citizen. And they can also have higher income, and they can also have challenging employment. The key to intervention at an early age with appropriate hearing devices and professionals who are knowledgeable and committed in teaching deaf children to hear, understand, and use spoken language. CASTLE teaches parents of young deaf children how to facilitate listening and spoken language. UNC Chapel Hill serves 600 children who have cochlear implants. Not only do they serve them, the children who go to CASTLE, they are trained by the teachers, they are trained, the parents were trained, they are trained speech pathologists, teachers of the deaf, audiologists, and they travel throughout the state. And they also teach these professionals in rural areas how to work with these children so that they're not limited to necessarily manual communication. They can have different options available to them. CASTLE has 4 preschool classrooms, parent training, therapy sessions, parent group sessions, and a parent-to-parent program, toddler group, and provides assessments. CASTLE teaches North Carolina professionals whose training has been previously limited to the use of sign language alone, new skills in an auditory verbal teaching approach by providing training, mentoring for school professionals and early intervention educators, free auditory verbal training modules in collaboration with various North Carolina agencies and institutions, a 2-week intensive summer institute training program, an annual fall conference for parents and professionals with A.G. Bell, and a student teaching site in spoken language for students from North Carolina universities, Lenore-Rhine, UNC Chapel Hill, UNCG, and ECU. CASTLE is an essential component of our children who are oral deaf today, and they need it in order to become successful children in the future. Thank you.
Okay, now do we have any other, we've kind of gone, had all our speakers who indicated they want to speak publicly in that, but is there anything else we haven't heard about or talked about? I noticed a number of people have checked off their concerns with the environment, but we haven't had anybody speak about the environment. Do we have anything we want to say about that? I hate to not have the environment. Marta, maybe you could kind of give a few words, and if you would introduce yourself and say a few words. And we haven't had anybody talk about the community college system either. So if there's anybody in the audience there that this is their passion, we'd appreciate hearing from them on that.
Hello, my name is Marta Carvajal, and I am the local environment chair for the League of Women Voters, which is one of the sponsors tonight. And as that, I've been going around to collaborating with a lot of different groups in our area, like NC Saves Energy, which would help people with lower incomes to weatherize their houses, and a lot of other issues that really affect North Carolina, and also our future of becoming a energy center and getting our share of green jobs. So these kind of things all go together. It's not just preventing and stopping the global warming and everything, it's where we're going in the future. And that's something that concerns me, you know, that if we cut all these things, that the community colleges, because I know they are like putting in programs to teach people for green jobs, and if these kids can't get in to get our people that need to be retrained, these jobs will go somewhere else. So that'll hurt our economy. So I think these things cross over and they go hand in hand. It's, you know, prevention, conserving energy, but then also looking at what we can do in the future. And I think that's what concerns most of us that are in the environment. And I know that that Charlotte is going to be up for some money from the stimulus package apparently for that. And I hope that we will get, and I hope that, but also the rural areas. You know, we have a lot here, but a lot of the rural areas are really hurting. And I think that'd be a great place to put some of these new programs and to really train people to get new jobs, and people that currently don't have maybe the skill sets that they can. There's been programs in other states that are already making a big difference. Like you said, training kids that are not getting the jobs, that maybe didn't get to go to college and everything. And these are jobs that can be very good paying jobs, and they're things that can't be outsourced. You can't sit there and have somebody come put, you know, solar panels on your house from India. That wouldn't be very, you know, efficient and everything. So I think that we shouldn't shortchange ourselves and just think about the cost today. We really need to think about where we can tax to make what we really pay for our electricity and everything else for those that use a lot, the corporations and everything, that maybe they need to pay more for it. There's got to be ways that we can sit there and not just stop and not do anything for our future environment. So it's just